And also, if you want to ask stuff that's not recorded, then you can.
Exactly. If you want to discuss things that are not recorded, then absolutely. Yeah. So anyway, I'm just starting it now.
No, thanks.
Okay. Well,
if you want to ask stuff that's not recorded.
I'm also mindful that we didn't get too many responses at all on Facebook, and so we can try to help that a little bit, at least by having it recorded and get it to some people that may have not have seen it. So go ahead, Francie.
Thanks. My question. I thought you were just talking in general.
Hey, about your question.
My question. So it was around meeting matching and with exhibitors, whether when they register, whether you use the exhibition, whether they register basically through the portal or just to purchase an exhibition stand, or whether you do it as a registration type with an exhibition package attached to it potentially, or add the exhibition stand in later, because obviously you need that for the meeting matching. My concern with doing it as a package is that I've had challenges with packages before. I think it's been when, and you know, joy of joys, I can't actually remember the specifics, but it was around reporting or bulk changing or bulk cancellation, and stuff in packages didn't show up. I'm getting an echo of me, Grant, and it's really weird. Can you make it stop? Did anyone else get that, or just me? You did, okay.
I heard it, yeah.
As much as I love my voice. So yeah, I guess, is anyone else, I mean, you were nodding, Grant, is that because you understand what I'm saying or because you've heard it before in terms of packages? And so yeah, I guess my concern is that doing it as a package is then going to create me problems if I need to make any adjustments going forward.
It's more that I understood what you were saying, particularly when it came to trying to filter based on a package becomes more problematic.
Like, I just think it wasn't there as an option, or like people,
not revealing them.
People wouldn't show up if they had a package item, or like there was some stuff that just made me nervous. So I mean, in my head, I'm like, when I've done the registrations, do I just do a bulk, or not even a bulk, because I can't do a bulk with exhibitions? Do I go in one by one to add in like 120 to 130 exhibition stands?
Doesn't sound like a lot of fun, does it?
Does not sound like a lot of fun at all. Maybe I'll just have to do it and suck it and see and hope like hell I don't need to make any changes.
You said, and look, I don't have a lot of experience with this at all. I'm just listening to what you're talking as you're talking it through. You said that you could do a package first. You could do it as a package, or did you say that there was the other option was to have them sign up as an exhibition to start with?
Yeah. So actually, instead of having an interactive site that they go through, which I've created, I actually put them straight into the exhibition portal. So they're buying their stand through there. But I just,
Have you got Trace? Have you got anything on this?
Sorry, I've worked a lot in exhibition, but have never used packages.
Yeah.
So I really want to learn more about packages.
Learn from
I actually went to look at it the other day and got nowhere with it. So yeah. So sorry.
No, that's all right. I can do the trial and error and let you all know how it goes. I think if I had more time, I would potentially look at doing this, but we need to go live on Friday for our sellers. So I don't really have time because I would need to educate them about the exhibition portal as well. Oh,
Right.
I don't know if I keep flicking in and out for you guys, but my docking station is not working
Yeah, a
well.
little bit.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
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 Okay, that's it. Just my video freezes.
Mhm.
Oh, so nice looking at yourself with a frozen video. So
Francie, I'm
yeah,
keen to if you need any help with testing or doing so, I'm keen to learn from that because, like Tracy, yeah, I think we could do more with packages. I do
Yeah.
know I haven't done specifically what you're asked to, so that's why I want to get involved with it. But I do know I like, with the abstract because often our abstracts go live before registration opens.
yeah.
And so that's prompted us on occasion to set up a speaker registration site ahead of the public, general registration site.
Yeah.
And so I think that exhibitors, when the prospectus goes out, that again, in my mind, often is out really early, right? And so having a dedicated site and getting them to buy the site first and then register, because it reveals it. If it's anything like the abstract portal, it's once you actually go in and create the main contact, and then you start to set up your registration or your exhibitor, information, it then reveals the registration link at the end.
Yeah.
Say, hey, now you can go and register.
Oh, no, it's not like that.
It doesn't work like that? Yeah, right. But
So
you'd be able to embed a link or something, right? If you did create it, you'd still be able to put a HTML section in.
good, but what I would do is because of the way that it is, I just make it as a presentation portal. I just get them to buy it through the exhibitor portal because we
Right.
only have two options.
Yeah.
For the types of stand. And so I would just have that interactive site with all the information that we need and then get them to go and purchase, because then it goes a little bit like the abstracts where you go contact details and then you put your abstract in, and then once your abstract's ready, it goes your edit abstracts comes up.
Yeah.
With the exhibition stand, you come to the home page, then you get a contact details, fill in your contact details, and then the other stuff pops up with a book your
Right.
stand. And then once you've booked your stand, the existing packages or the purchase stack the packages comes up. And I've done that a lot where we've just used the exhibition portal from point of sale, so we don't
Yeah.
have that new stand booking option. Because it can be confusing again around the language. So it's with the booking page, with the new booking page, there's a stand only, a space only, and standard are the two options.
Yeah.
And you there's a code for that.
There's a
You can
script.
hide the
You can't get rid of it.
You can't get rid of it.
Yeah.
So you have to
Yeah.
actually get
I've asked so
CSS.
many times because it's so confusing. Yeah.
You can get CSS to hide it.
Oh, really? Okay.
I can try and see if I've got it, because they probably aren't giving it out anymore, and I don't know whether it would still work because I know that some code that I've had in the past doesn't work anymore. So yeah, that's the other concern. And you can change the labels, but again, if you're only using either stand only or space, then it's a little bit, it can be confusing.
And the part where you talked about where they want to buy more than one space,
Yeah.
i.e. the package could accommodate that. Where does that fall into? Is that you want that in that same?
So basically
Logons.
the package would be that I have a registration type called table, and then we've got another one called package because we're doing a single table or a package of 3 tables. They choose that registration type, and it's literally a registration type, and then there's a package that is assigned to those registration types that then automatically adds either 1 table or 3 tables
Right.
in the exhibition. So it works really well. I've never used it for exhibition stands. I know that I'm sure that either Sarah or Fleur, someone's talked about it while I've been doing these, about using them. I feel like maybe Fleur, because I've not heard anything from her, so maybe I should reach out to her. And So the adding the packages does work really well. I just know that I've had some problems when, down the track. And that's one of the difficulties with testing, is that, it's all great to test, but until you get the actual data in there, until something actually comes up, because these things are often quite obscure, or they're one-offs, or it's just because of this, then it's quite hard to do that. And again, because it's obscure and I don't do it much, then I don't remember the specifics of what it was that was creating the problem. So I suspect I'll just go with packages because it's the way that I've got it, and again, it should work. The other challenge is that for our packages we actually need 3 different company names, but I'll get to that down the track.
Gosh, you're making it easy.
Yeah.
Not.
Yeah.
I'm keen to see how you travel with that and do some
I
testing
can
myself.
keep you guys updated.
Yeah, we've got another bit that I'm keen to see if we can get in the packages, and perhaps it's a good chance to use the new learning platform and see how that works in EA. But with our tiered exhibitors, they get X amount of complimentary registrations, right, or discounts, whatever it might be. And so I just want to roll those into the package, because right now it's pretty manual, isn't it, Tracy? Like, we have to assign a discount code to a particular customer or platinum, and then they've got to key it themselves. And once it's exhausted, then they've used up all their comps or whatever it might be.
Yeah. Well, it depends on the event. If it's just straight comps, it's fairly straightforward, because you just attach a registration form to the number of, so each type of stand gets allocated a number of free registrations. So that part's easy, but I think it's the next level if you I think it's the next level where it gets complicated, because if they get so that they get 5 complimentary registrations, then they get 2 to the welcome function and then 2 to the gala dinner. And I think that's where it becomes like, because you don't have all those options in the exhibitor portal. So then we have to send them a separate link to register for that separately. So that's where it gets confusing. So that's where packages, I think, would be really useful.
Yeah, so and if you've got 5 people on your stand, for example, that might have registered, but only 3 are going to a particular event, which, like, you've got to nominate or assign them to an individual. So it might be existing functionality. I just haven't gone that deep. So I'm keen to have a play with it.
It kind of is. But so there's a group allocation portal. So what you can do is you can add the group inventory to the main contact. And I haven't
I've used that a fair bit.
Long time. And then you can use the group allocation portal for them to allocate that stuff. You can't use it for exhibition. I'm pretty sure you can only use it for registrations, functions, and accommodation.
Right. So the primary contact gets to do all the lifting, all the assigning.
Yeah.
Like that.
But that won't link back to the exhibitor portal and the exhibitor stand, because you can't use a group registration in the exhibitor portal.
Well, you say that, I've seen it several times now. That I don't want to do it. And
I did it.
Well, you said that you did it,
and it stuffed up. Like, it kept overriding. It kept overriding the person.
So I've not done testing with that. But you'd have to do it potentially separately. And then the other thing on top of that is, if you've got any paid stuff, it gets really confusing, because so if you've got an additional exhibitor registration that's paid, and they have to pay for functions as well, the registration amount shows up on that exhibitor, like the summary that the exhibitor sees in the portal, but the function amounts, any other amounts, function accommodation, they don't show up.
Oh, really?
I've just had this in training with someone.
That's annoying.
And I don't know what they ended up doing, and then the invoicing was being weird as well. So it was a little bit of a chaotic moment, especially when I was trying to help them out, and I was like, oh no. One of those times it's really not fun to be a trainer. And so there's some just some challenges around some of that, in terms of whether there's money attached to stuff as well. But in terms of that group allocation portal, I did used to use it. So it might be worth having a look into. I just don't know how it interacts with the exhibitor portal. But yeah, it's something that I'm coming across quite a bit now, Tracy, is there's those situations where there's a sponsorship package which includes a bunch of registrations, or either delegate and or exhibitor registrations. So sometimes exhibitor registrations that don't allow them theoretically to go to the sessions, even though they all end up going anyway. And different numbers of awards dinner or welcome function tickets.
And it's almost like, so the clients that I've had that have done this, and the next year I've gone, why don't we just make it the same number? If you've got 5 registrations, let's say 5 awards dinner and 5 welcome function, and like let's just leave it at that.
Yeah,
do we have to complicate it by like, you know?
Absolutely, I totally agree, and I always do that as well. I'm like, can you not just? I mean, I get. So like platinum sponsors, you want to give them a bunch of delegate registrations, but that's easy to deal with.
Yeah.
But for your exhibitors, just give them tickets.
Yeah.
For everything.
And if it's the same number in the actual registration form, I'll just put a notes column, a notes section saying, if there's someone else using your welcome function ticket, please put their names here.
Oh, yeah, nice.
And I don't, if it's a stand-up function, I probably don't do anything with that. But like, if it's an awards dinner where you need their names or whatever, I'll just manually sort of sort it out. You know?
Yeah, right.
Is that the preferred name, Trace, you're saying?
No, just a notes.
Just like sometimes, you know how exhibitors are like, oh, have these 3 people attend this day, then 2 people will attend the next day, then another different person is going to go to this function, and
no, just all going to everything. Stop being complicated. No,
we didn't solve it for you, Francie.
Yeah,
we're gonna there's a commitment to get to that point.
No, it is definitely, like, I actually really like the exhibitor portal generally, but there are some key things that I come across a lot, and that is one of the biggest ones, where people just want to be able to go, I've got this person and I want them to go to this and this and this, and I've got this person, I want them to go to this and this and this, and they're staying at this hotel, and basically just literally like a tick box kind of situation. And I know that, I'm sure that from a developmental perspective, me saying that, and developers would be going, yeah, just do this.
How hard can it be?
Yeah, exactly. Just a table with some tick boxes, right? But yeah, it would be awesome if that sort of functionality could be made, where you just gave a sponsor or an exhibitor a package of things, an inventory of things. Because the other thing is that I've come across quite a bit recently as well, is that whole tracking of what, and I know that, again, I think Fleur and Sarah were talking about it, the tracking of what people have used from their allocation. That's something also that's quite hard to get out of events here. You've basically just got to do a report and count who's got what. There's no easy way to say, this person's got 10 registrations, they've used 5 of them. So, and I think Fleur said, I'm having flashbacks now, she said that she often puts in the allocation into the main contacts record, because theoretically they could turn up on the day and be like, well, we had 10 function tickets, why can we not go? Whereas I'm always like, that's their problem if they don't do it. Send them enough emails.
Me too. I wouldn't reserve tickets for people if they hadn't registered.
No.
Because what a waste of money.
I know, and that's my thing as well, because I would 100%, I'd forget to get rid of those tickets.
Yeah.
Probably get around to putting a calendar reminder or something in, but you've then got to remember that when you're doing your counts, they include all of those, and maybe you have a different fee type, or you put them as a different payment status, or I don't know, but it just like that scared me when she said that. I was like, well, yeah.
This is all a timely reminder of when you're in the system, you get so used to using specific apps. Like there's a dozen or so, that were half a dozen or so that I use every event, every time. And it's like, I don't even think about it now, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh yeah, there's a group allocation portal. Haven't used that since, I don't know, I did training 4 years ago. You've got to go back and open them up. I reckon there's a bunch of stuff every other time. If you just open up another app, just play with it. And I'm looking now at these ones here, and it was a long time ago. And I'm not suggesting for 1 minute, Grant, that this is going to be a serious change to our workflow. But, what's it called? The presenter prep room app.
Oh yeah.
We ran into a bunch of challenges with those. I don't even know if anyone that uses those. Does anyone here use that, by the way? No.
I send them to the AV room, and the AV teams look after them.
Yeah. We tried to use it on
problem. Good enough to do.
We ran into some problems back then. I can't remember exactly what it was. It was slightly limiting for what we were doing anyway. But who knows? It could have changed, right? It could have evolved. I'm making a note.
It's like the AV technician app, again.
Yeah.
They're not things that I've ever used. But that's because we've always had AV partners who have dealt with all of that. We're like, speaker details, here you go. Here's the presentation, the like 2 presentations that we've been given. Everyone else will send to you on the day.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Don't know about it. Sort it out.
Presentation.
Here are my VIPs and my keynotes. The rest is up to you.
Yeah.
Fair enough too. Well, I'm going to make a task for myself to make sure I try a different portal, or a different app, I should say.
Yeah. Oh, maybe. There's the group registration app I used to use quite a lot.
Yeah.
When Eventia first came out, because that was what you could use, and I didn't like the one that you add into the interactive site. But I've not used that for a very long time now.
That's the new one I'm playing with at the moment. I'm very excited to use it because I've always done the interactive site one.
Yeah.
But it became a bit of a nightmare at my last conference. So I'm like, nah, I'm going to... And then Lisa taught me about the group allocation. I had no idea it existed.
Yeah.
So, I'm excited.
Ones that came, I think they were something similar from Events Pro, maybe. I can't remember. But, those 2, the group allocation and the group registration app, I used to use quite a bit.
What do you use them for?
Registering groups.
Like on site?
No, prior, because I've used the link in the interactive form before, and it requires them to know all the details before they get started, else they get timed out halfway through. And sometimes health groups have 11 people plus that they want to send, and that's a pain in the ass for that one admin, whereas the group registration portal,
an admin person,
so they can say, I'm going to send Tracy, Dio and Francie to an event, and then it emails them and says, here's your link, you can register yourself, so that they're not having to collect all that detail up front. If you're asking lots of pre-reg questions, how long have you been this, and blah blah.
So it allows a coordinator to coordinate the group, but not have to actually
do it all for them.
You can still do that, and you can do it for individual people. But
because I use the group in an interactive site, but I've not used the app. There you go.
I used to prefer it.
I don't blame you.
So you just send that to certain people who ask for it, or you have a link to that as well as your normal registration form? Or I'm going
to do a link to that. So it's if you're registering a group, or if you're just registering it as an individual. This is the first time I've used it personally. I don't know if my colleague has. I think she might have. And that's the plan. Basically, in the back end, it's the exact same registration form. It just has this additional layer of someone could see if, I could see, Tracy, if you haven't registered yet, and I could be like, hey, you got to register. And then I could get the invoice with everybody's.
It's also being able to manage the payment side of things as well.
Yeah.
Okay, love that.
But
so you can do your first group, invoice them, and then if you get another 2 people on, you can send that away and then reproduce a new invoice for those 2 people.
Cool.
All flooding back to me now. I do remember there were, just to highlight, just to make sure, is that there were we did have some confusion about the person who was the main contact, similar to the group interactive thing, the person who was the main contact versus the people that they were registering. Something to do with the language on the buttons, maybe. Again, a long time ago since I've looked at it, but yeah, just
that doesn't surprise me. I know on the exhibitor portal, the primary contact can only see, a bit more info than the rest of them when they log on. And that little stumbling block, it's like, we've told you, remember, we've sent out comms. Only the primary contact can see that.
Yeah.
So it doesn't surprise me that there's little things like that that'll creep up and get you.
Yeah.
The only thing I really wish is that the people, like the leads scanned, can actually be properly seen on the app, because that's a thing on site that you always get is, oh, my lead scans haven't worked.
See their first name and their name and their company.
Yeah. All the details in the portal that someone else has access to.
Just had an idea. You can
isn't it like
change the
you can only
icon
see 10?
label. You can have the icon label to say like summary lead details, but put summary in there so that they're not expecting, or basic details or something like that, so that they're not expect. But yeah, 100% get it all the time, and then you go up to them and like, oh, you need the exhibitor portal, the main contact. Oh, that's someone who's not here. So,
Hey, remind me, is it? I know they can only see like in the mobile app if you're a like in the app itself, like 10 or something like that, half a dozen, 10. And is it the current 10? The most
I think you can see multiple pages, but only 10 at a time.
Right.
But I don't think I've had sponsors that I've been managing directly that have had more than 10.
Right. Well, that helps.
Do you mean leads, Dior?
Yeah, scanning leads.
Yeah, I don't know of a limit. Oh, sorry, on the app.
On the app itself, yeah.
Yeah, no,
because I've had a few of them coming up to me mid-show going, I've scanned a bunch of people and they're not there. And of course I go straight into the portal and go, there's a ton of them in there.
Oh, weird.
So I was curious about, I'll monitor it on the next one because I've got quite a few exhibitors, but who are the 10 or the half a dozen or whatever the number is that you can see? Is it the ones that individual are scanned, or is it the last, whoever scanned from the group, the group?
I didn't realize there was a limit, so.
Interesting.
Okay.
All right. It does seem like Francie, you were able to answer more questions that we had for you than me. So
thanks, Francie.
I'm glad you could help.
I'll send you my bill.
Grant can cover that one.
Sometimes you can come up with your own solutions just by talking it through, though. But
talking it
isn't
out,
it? Like, yeah.
But it also shows that things are not necessarily just intuitive, that you would like, okay, this is how you do it. Oh no, actually, this is a better way of doing it, but you didn't know it was there, so
yeah,
worth exploring.
And thanks for the reminder of the group registration portal, because I now want to share that with more people, because I do remember it was actually quite good. Yeah.
I'll have to pick your brain again once I actually try to set it up myself. Before I'm like, why does this not work?
Yeah. And I'll just go ahead with packages and see what happens.
Yeah.
And hope that I don't need to do any changes or edits or anything.
Bulk changes.
Yeah.
Hopefully not. All right then.
Thanks, mates.
Well, thank you.
I won't see you next week.
No.
much as I'd love to come and see you at 11:30 p.m.
There you go. Well, you'll get some of the recording.
Yeah.
If we get anyone to
If
show
anyone
up.
turns up.
That's right. Hopefully Catherine shows up because she's keen for us to have a night one.
Yes.
So 8:30 p.m. Sydney time next week.
Cool.
Very good.
All right.
Thanks,
Cool.
everyone.
Thanks, everybody.
See you later. Bye-bye.
See ya.
See ya. Bye.